Hey everybody, Jim Perry here. Welcome to Backroads Metal Detecting. So it is a Saturday afternoon and fairly nice day here in southeast Minnesota. Not really the warmest, just about 40 degrees, but the sun is out, so I decided I'd get out to detect for a bit. I'm at an ongoing permission of mine, and today I decided I would hit a couple different areas here that I really have not hit very hard before. The grasses are very, very low, and it looks like the property owner has cleared some of the brush and down trees here, so I might be able to get up to where the, I believe, garbage area and maybe even the outhouse would have been. There's also a road that ran alongside through kind of the creek area down below this home, so I'm going to go up and down a little bit of that and then head over to a favorite area near the stone barn just behind this old home. So we'll see what we might be able to find today. Spend a couple of hours out here, dig a little history, and enjoy the weather. So just ahead of me is the old home. I know that this property was for sure here in the, I would guess, 1860s, maybe even a little bit earlier than that, possibly even the 1850s. The stone barn is just on the other side of these trees here, and the road would have run along between them and out to the northwest of there. First target, down, I would say, probably 6 inches. Always finding these on properties like this, but this is a first for me. I have never found a Gamble's shotgun shell stamp. Gamble's Ace number 12. These were made after the year 1956 up until, it sounds like, possibly the 1970s. I'm assuming based on how far down it was that it is on the older end of that though. And my next target, I really should have dug it live, was less than a minute later, bringing in the 30s on the Simplex. I could see it already. This was probably only 5 inches or so down. It is round. It is looking crusty enough that I'm not sure that it is a coin. It is not. There's a shank on the back. This is a button. And looks like there may be a pattern on here. This would be, I believe, a 2-piece button. I want to be careful to not break the back off of it. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to try to clean this off and see if we can see the pattern together. So there is a design on this button. I can't tell exactly what it is. I very carefully tried to wipe it off on my pants. I forgot to bring a brush with me today, so I'll try to clean it off better when I get home, see if there's anything on the back. But interesting little design on it. My first button in quite a while, and certainly the first one that I have found out here. So I'm going to kind of hit this area back here behind the home a bit more, see what else might turn up. I'm feeling like this might be the sweet spot today. And my next target is probably about 30 feet away from the last one. I am not exactly sure what this is, but it sure looks like a suspender clasp to me. I really don't think that that's what it is. I'm not seeing any text on the back. Not sure if there would have been some kind of a belt or a strap that went through possibly here and there, but either way, it is made out of copper. It was down probably about 6 inches. Well, I'll have to do an image search, and if anyone here knows what this is, go ahead and let me know. I'm very interested in knowing. So I went ahead and filled that hole in. Another strong signal within 3 feet of it, and it appears to be another one of the mystery copper objects. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time to clean this one off. I'm going to hit this area as hard as I can today. So very cool. 2 of the same item. Again, you'll have to excuse the wind. Of course, it comes up every time I find something. Making my way back toward behind the home, I would say at least 8, maybe even 9 inches down in this hole. Another bucket list item for me. I have just very recently seen others of these that have dug either videos or photos, and I could be wrong because, again, I've never dug one of these, but I believe this is an old men's razor. There is a design on the handle. I'm not sure if you could see it because of the light here, but I will be doing some research. See if I can get a little bit of a close-up there to see if I can find out any more information. And when I get it cleaned up, see if there are any marks on it or possibly a manufacturer on it. Very, very cool. So ever slowly moving toward the house, running into definitely more trash back here, and found another one of these. Nothing very special, but this would be the gear to a clock. Another copper piece. Actually, there's a separate piece on here that is still intact and not broken and actually twists. So we'll throw this in the pack, see if there's any information on it when I get home. Well, I'm going to guess somewhere back here is the entire old clock that must have been discarded with the trash. At first I thought this was a button because it looked, obviously it was round, looked like there was a shank, but I see that now it is a gear after I got it cleaned off. So see if any more gears are back here, but I can only use so many of those, so moving on. And the next item found was about 8 inches down, another very common find on properties like this. This would be a mason jar lid. The porcelain liner in there looks like it's not even broken. When I get home, I'll try to clean that up, see if I can get a maker's mark off it and be able to figure exactly how old that is. So before modern canning, these lids would have left a very metallic taste on the food that was stored inside them. So the porcelain liners that are inside them were a barrier to keep the food from getting that taste or from spoiling from it. So I've got a lot of these, but this one appears to be intact, so we'll see if we can figure out how old it is later on tonight. And with that, I am going to call it a day. It is getting colder by the minute. I made my way up to the front side of the house, really never got over toward the old stone barn or up along the road that went through the property here. I'm actually standing about where that road once was at. I've got my finds all set out here. Let me show you what we found for the day. So pretty productive couple of hours. I'll have to get back here. I am excited about the items that I did find in that short time today. Nothing special, but a mason jar lid. We'll see if we can get information off of that liner. The couple of clock gears, the Gamble's shotgun shell stamp, first ever that I found of those. The couple of mystery items, not sure what those held at one time. The button with the design on it. I did find a suspender clasp. It was all folded over. I almost threw that away in my trash bag. Glad I cleaned that off before tossing it. And then what I'm going to consider my find of the day, the old razor. I'll see if I get any information off that as well. Again, many thanks to this property owner for allowing me to come out here and metal detect as I wish. I'm excited to come back and dig up a little bit more history as soon as I can. As always, thanks for joining me again today. Hope to see you again soon.